artist in the spotlight, Sarah Crocker, from the Radio Heyday production to the cast of the Montgomery Hotel, the comedy stylings of Murr, and a musical performance from the Deadnettles and Those Dirty Eyes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for your hosts, Cameron Carlton and Jack Walsh.
Filmed in Jalen's Lounge in beautiful Springfield, Missouri.
That's right. This is a show dedicated to the arts and the promotion of artistic events in the area that you might be inclined to go to in the next, couple days, weeks or so, however long.
Indeed. Tonight we have, as our artist in the spotlight, Miss Sarah Crocker. Woo!
Our comic in the spotlight is the hilarious Mr. Mayor.
From Radio Heyday, we have some of the cast of the Montgomery Hotel.
That's right. We wrote. Thank you. Yes, and also we have two bands tonight.
We have two whole bands.
Yeah, two whole bands tonight. The Deadnettles and Those Dirty Eyes.
So, without any further ado, I imagine.
That's right. Hang out.
Grab a drink.
Enjoy the show. This is the 417. We'll be right back. Welcome back.
Welcome. This is so amazing.
I know. We are very excited to have our artist in the spotlight. Please put your hands together for Miss Sarah Crocker.
Woo!
How are you?
Good.
Have a seat. So, Miss Sarah Crocker, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. Welcome to the 417. Our last show before hiatus. Kind of pressure's on.
It is. It's an intense night.
That's very intense.
So tell us just a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
I'm from pretty much around here. I grew up in Mount Vernon, and I've been graduated from MSU with a degree in professional writing, and worked in stuff and all that.
Worked in stuff and things.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. When did you? Okay, so you're an artist.
Yes.
Please tell us a little bit about what you do.
Most of my stuff has been black and white, just portraits from like people in magazines and that sort of thing. That's what I did whenever I was a kid. And then I kind of took a few months off of work and started pursuing other creative projects. And I got into painting, and I had never painted anything before, and so I was like, oh wow, I can paint. That's interesting. I didn't know I could do that, but so yeah.
Found a hidden talent.
That's awesome. Well, yeah. Tell us a little bit about this lovely lady.
I don't quite remember what magazine she was from, but I've always loved the way Asian culture and all that stuff. I love the eyes and everything, and so some of this is charcoal, and whenever I draw something, I tend to draw it and use erasers to add shading and that sort of thing, and so it's. I did that, let's see, in 2001, it looks like.
So it's been around for a while.
Yeah, it's been around for a while, and I've never really displayed my artwork before. I do a lot of theater, and I've written a book, and I published that online and stuff, and but I've never really brought out my art.
How long did it take to make this piece?
It usually takes me about an hour and a half to really do something like this.
I don't have an artist's eye. I can't draw. I can act all day.
Yeah, I might even be able to sing, but that's out of my realm of expertise.
Yeah, let's check out this other one real quick.
Okay. This one has a little more of a backstory. I recently discovered that I can paint, and I had this concept that I had come up with, a long time ago whenever I was doodling on some sticky notes at work. I would like take a gel pen and I would put it on the paper, and then I would smear it, and then I would just kind of follow whatever lines it created. And then there was this one time when it created this one shape and reminded me of a dancer, and I'm a classically trained dancer as well. And so that concept, just with the particular lines, really stuck with me. And so whenever I figured out I could paint, I did this piece, and this is very recent. And so.
Did you start this at work, you said?
Well, not this piece, but like on sticky notes at work. I started the concept for this there quite a few years ago.
I really like this piece.
Thank you.
It's one of those art pieces where you're just like, that one means something. You don't really know why.
Is it speaking to you, Jack? What's it telling you?
Ask another question.
Will do. Well, you said that you wrote a book. Tell us.
Yeah, it's called The Awakening. It's about two people who can't be together, or the universe will literally explode. And it's kind of sci-fi, and it has kind of alternate realities and zombies and all kinds of things. And you can find it on Lulu.com or Barnes & Noble.
Check those links out. Yeah, tell everybody where they can see your works. You
a
place online.
My artwork, I don't really have
Just
anywhere.
here. This is it.
Just here.
You can listen out.
But I do a lot of theater, and my next show I'm going to be Veruca and Buffy. I'm going to steal Oz from his love interest, and I'll be a werewolf. And that's happening October 19th.
Awesome.
So at
Where's
the
that at?
Skinny Improv.
Skinny Improv.
Yeah.
October 19th. Awesome. Well, Sarah, thank you for coming on tonight. I hope you enjoy yourself. We will be right back with the 417. We'll have all the links for her stuff at the bottom now.
We will.
Yeah, I always forget that
Sure.
part. So thanks. Stick around.
Yeah.
And now, live from Springfield, Missouri, it's time for That's What's Up!
Welcome back. This is indeed That's What's Up.
Oh, what's up?
What's up in the world, Jack?
What's up
What
in
we
the
got?
world? Helsinki, Finland was named the most honest city by Reader's Digest. The company dropped 12 wallets containing cash, a phone number, and other personal items in various cities, for a total of 192 wallets.
In Helsinki, 11 of the 12 wallets were returned, and New York City ranked 4th on that list, bravo, while in Lisbon, only 1 was returned. So, Helsinki, yay! Lisbon,
Boo! Jeez, that's what I can say that.
Can't trust those people.
You can't. Let's see. Here's something in the world. Cat cafes are popping up all over. There's one in Tokyo, there's now one in Paris. It's all the rage.
Café du Chat. That's how you say it. I'm not.
Café du Chat.
Is that what's
Café
called?
du Chats?
Café du Chats. Café du Shades. So that's, something that's actually happening. We have people going in to buy time to pet cats.
It is. Enjoy your coffee, enjoy your scone, enjoy this cat hair. Whatever.
Not my cup of tea.
Parisians.
Speaking of tea, the tomato plant, which is a hybrid of the cherry tomato and potato plant, has been released in the UK, leading to call for a new plant species, including the plumple tree, which is a plum/apple tree.
The cantagrape is a mix between the grape and, of course, the cantaloupe.
And the zuki each, which is a zucchini/peach plant.
Nope.
So look for
It's all
those
great.
at
Wonder
the local
plants.
Hy-Vee.
Yep. Oh,
Silky each.
I think we can pull it out of the world. Let's get national.
Okay,
National.
we'll go national, we'll
Yep.
go national.
Florida. Florida's got a couple pieces of news here. A high school marching band in Florida continued playing after a close lightning strike had their fans screaming and running for safety.
The sad thing is that the band did not get dismissed until after the football players had safely left the field. Now, isn't that just like the school? Get the jocks to safety and to hell with all the artistic kids.
That's right. We'd probably be better off with the lightning strike anyway. A little more creative.
Yeah, truly.
A spark of inspiration right on the football game. Also, Florida. Crazy. Near Orlando, Florida, there's a shotgun giveaway happening. From the Armed Citizens Project, they will be just in the neighborhood giving out shotguns in case you don't feel safe enough next to Disneyland.
Now you have a shotgun.
Opinion.
Hooray!
Opinion.
This is a big article in the news this week. Republican Senator Ted Cruz of Texas filibustered for 21 hours and 19 minutes from Tuesday afternoon until midday Wednesday. He spoke at length about stopping Obamacare, aka the Affordable Health Care Act. At one point, he began to read Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Seuss, a children's story about how you should always try new things before he was dismissing them as bent.
Isn't that just the definition of irony?
Truly.
A Republican trying to convince us to not try something new by telling us how we should always try new things. I didn't vote for it.
Peculiar.
That's all I'm saying.
Well, yeah, me either.
On the bright side, though, his parents were very proud of him for reaching the second grade reading level.
That's right.
Katie Couric underwent hypnosis to discover that who she was in a past life.
Well, it turns out even in a past life, she was still a shrill white bitch.
The ATF has lost track of 420 million cigarettes in a Bosch sting operation, not unlike the infamous Bosch International Arms Sting, Fast and Furious. The cigarette sting was entitled Too Fast, Too Furious, and did even worse than the original.
A 32-year-old man who lost his leg in a motorcycle accident became the first person ever to have a prosthetic leg that is controlled by his own mind. Isn't that wild? Yeah. He had surgery. Edit. He had surgery to fuse his nerve endings to his hamstrings. So when he thinks of moving along, the brainwaves travel down to those nerve endings and tell a computer that is now attached to his knee which way to move the ankle and the foot. Isn't that crazy? He walks upstairs just like a regular person.
Just like a regular person, but not quite.
3/4 of a person.
How about let's hit up some local news. I mean, it's all happening here in Springfield, am I right?
It's always happening here in Springfield. October 16th, I know that's a little ways away, but you can see our last week's Artist in the Spotlight, Farrah Rose, at Art Inspired, just down the way here on Campbell Street. And she'll be talking about her book about demonology, Christian demonology, and Catholic demonology as well. So
They're very
she'll be
different.
doing a little reading.
I don't know. Tomorrow night. That's not true. Saturday night. This Saturday. What's the date on that?
26th?
Today is the 26th, 27th, 28th.
28th.
This Saturday, the 28th, a band who I know and love from Conway, Arkansas, will be up here at Patton Alley Pub at 9 o'clock. They're called Don't Stop Please, and you should watch them. That's a personal plug for my friends.
Don't stop, please. Isn't that what all your dates say?
Yeah, right until they drink the drink.
I think that was supposed to be a compliment, Jack. Oops. Well, anyway, Kurt Cobain's childhood home is on the market. I mean, that's insane. Think of all the rock history that probably happened.
I mean, could you imagine being the realtor there?
I could. It would probably be something like this. Here's a bathroom and a closet. Floors are tile, so you can mop it. Check out these cathedral ceilings. There's bay windows. Do some reading. Yeah. Thank you.
And that's what's up in Springfield.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the 417. Right now, we're going to invite our comic in the spotlight from Laughing Stock with Myrrh. Myrrh!
How's it going?
Fantastic. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, absolutely. Any chance for fat guys sitting next to two really skinny guys on camera? That's
Well,
awesome.
one skinny guy. I keep telling her she's the murderer.
Yeah, I'm getting off the slim fast.
Those at home, the camera puts on 10 pounds, and I ate about 7 cameras before this.
So, let's start out with, where are you from?
Well, I was born in Marshalltown, Iowa. Where's that? I don't know. No one else does. But when I was 5, I moved to St. Louis. Came down here in '99, and yeah, that's about it.
Wow, so you've just been rocking it in Springfield for a while.
Yeah, rocking it. That's a good word for it.
Just double check here. Yes. What is your favorite part about doing stand-up comedy?
Oh, the pay and the girls.
Yeah.
No, because neither one of those exists with stand-up. My favorite part of doing stand-up comedy is the high that you get being on stage. If you've never done stand-up, it's kind of like, you know, when they hook up a car battery to your testicles.
I know exactly what
Yeah, you're like, oh, it's going to hurt, and it feels really great. That's probably the best part.
Who's your favorite comedian of all time? Maybe you get asked that all the time. But
Bill Hicks.
Bill
Hands
Hicks.
down, absolutely.
Bill
My top
Hicks.
3 is Bill Hicks, Louis C.K., David Cross, and George Carlin. I say top 3 because comics can't count. Otherwise, it'd be comics.
And of course, we can always see you at Laughing Stock with Myrrh.
Yes.
And tell us a little about that.
First Tuesday of the month. It's been going on about 3.5 years now. It's the largest open mic in Springfield. We also do Laughing Stock Presents, which is at different venues every month where I try to get local comics chances to get on stage in front of different audiences and stuff. So.
Isn't you the one coming up next month at the Tipsy Turtle?
Yes, this Saturday.
This Saturday?
Yeah, so if you don't listen to him and go see that band at Patton, come to Tipsy Turtle and see Laughing Stock Presents. And then next Tuesday is Laughing Stock, and then I'll be in San Francisco doing the show Friday, and then we'll be back here next Friday at Blue Room for a bunch of comics coming in town.
Awesome. Who are you presenting this Saturday?
This Saturday is going to be the winner. So Laughing Stock Presents will take the 5 winners, the 5 best local comics as picked from the winners from the month before. So Giovanna Calvetti, did I get that name right for the first time ever?
Yes.
Let's see, Craig Rumstein, and oh boy, I can't remember. Ryan Smith was supposed to be, but he can't make it. Owen Blagg is on that show. Oh man, I'm a horrible promoter. And come Saturday and find out who else.
Surprise!
Very funny people though. Like I've worked with them all before. It's hard to keep track of who's on what show because it's just like we're constantly busy, which is great. That there's so much talent here in Springfield to work with, because that wasn't always the case. So, but yeah, it's really grown a lot. And, you know, people put a lot of hard work into it, and it's definitely worth checking out.
So how long have you been doing stand-up?
I started 8 years ago, and it was really embarrassing for a long time how bad I was. But I'd say I really started taking it seriously about 4 years ago. That's when I started really doing shows regularly.
Well, if you could give, you know, an up-and-comer in the comedy field some piece of advice, what would it be?
Keep your day job. That's number one. And hard, like, put in the work. That's the one thing. I host a podcast every Sunday. That's the other thing we do, is MBO podcast. It's been going about 2.5 years as well. You can find that at MBOpodcast.com. But I talk to artists, musicians, and everything once a week. And the one thing that I notice is the difference between bands that make it and like artists, comedians that make it and actually like get good are the ones that are willing to not just get up there and do their art, but actually put the work in, do the research, do the practice at home in front of a mirror, read a book for once, actually, put some work into your craft.
You gotta do it, you gotta do it right.
Exactly. Everybody wants to get up there on stage and have, the spotlight, but not everybody's willing to hit the streets with flyers or, actually study the craft.
Well, hopefully we get some more people coming to the show. So, because you are hilarious, man.
You are.
I'll start.
And y'all are going to get to see
Yeah,
it.
I can't wait to see you perform.
Indeed. Myrrh, Laughingstock, presents this Saturday. Of course, Tuesday, Laughingstock with Myrrh. And
HBO podcast.
Yes.
that's on Sundays.
And Tuesday, Laughingstock. All right, we'll be right back with a performance by Myrrh.
Welcome back to the 417. I would like to introduce the comedic stylings of Myrrh.
Thank you so much. So great to be here. My name is Mark Arshamba, but I drink whiskey, so you can call me Myrrh. I gotta be honest, I didn't think I was gonna make it here tonight. I woke up this morning with the worst hangover. What time is it right now? 10 o'clock? Something like 9? That means this hangover has lasted something like 14 years. And I'll tell you why, because the first time I got a hangover 14 years ago, my buddy's like, the best cure is to drink it off. Since then, it's been a day in, day out battle. And I've tried to quit drinking a million times, every night at 1:30. And there's always an after party. An after party seemed like such a good idea until the next day, and you wake up and you're like, shit, what happened? Where am I? Why is this giant pillow moving? Damn it, I fucked a fat chick again. Just once gonna be a hot chick. Not even for my ego, just to knock her down a few pegs. Just once I want to wake up and be like, what happened? Where am I? Now I made a bad decision. Oh, don't cry. You look fat when you cry. Can I borrow some money for a cab? That's how you know it was a true story. I'm okay with that though, because I've come to the realization that fat chicks are for me, because I cannot pick up attractive women. I just can't do it. I can't. I don't know what happens. I don't know if I don't have the confidence or something, but I always get nervous. The other day, I was sitting at this bar, right? There's no one else in the bar. And in walks the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. She sits down, and I think to myself, come on, Murray, you got this. There's no one else here. You wear your ex body spray. Just go talk to her. So I pulled up the courage, and I walked up to her, and I said, well, what I wanted to say was, hi, my name is Mark. I think you're the most beautiful girl I've ever seen in my life. I just want to introduce myself. But instead, I got nervous, and it didn't come out right. I bubbled up my words, and I walked up to her, I was like, hi, my name is Mark. The state of Missouri mandates to disclose you I'm a registered sex offender. Damn it. Old habits. That's okay though, because I did receive something in the mail that promises a whole new confidence with the ladies. That's right. Got an STD test back and it was clean. Thank you. I didn't even study, I was shocked. No, I am clean. I'm queen of STDs, and that's great. The best part is the next time I do get laid, I don't have to lie. Because I would. I mean, come on. I'm not going to put all that work into it. Go, by the way, but I don't have to because I'm clean. I'm clean of STDs. And I'll tell you why, because I practice safe sex. I do. I never do it on stilts. No matter how uncomfortable Oral is, she keeps her helmet on. Safety first. But I have to practice safe sex, because I'm in that small minority of men who's the most likely to get an STD. That small minority of men that has sex with hookers all the time. Which is why I have flavored condoms, you know? Because, let's face it, what woman is tasting condoms? Unless she's a hooker. Like, you don't put a condom on if it's someone you trust. So why do they make them flavors like cherry and grape? Shouldn't they be flavors hookers recognize, like meth or whiskey? You know, that taste of failure? I made some. I tried them out. They seemed to like it. I had to act quick though because winter's right around the corner and the hookers just totally disappear in the winter. Have you ever noticed that? Did they hibernate? I mean, it makes sense if they did. They'd probably be colder than real people since they're dead inside. But that's why they wore fur coats. I don't know. And you don't have to feel so, every time I say that, there's somebody in the back that's always like, oh. So you don't have to feel sorry for this hypothetical hooker, alright? It's not like Julia Roberts, it's more like a real housewife of Detroit. Like, it's okay. But I am single. Big shocker. Yay, cheer that. Loneliness! No, me and my girlfriend broke up a few jokes ago. It's for the best. I mean, we're two different people. Like, I'm a Leo and she's a cunt. And she said she wanted to start seeing other people. So I took off the blindfold. She started bitching about the shackles. Jesus. Give him an inch. No, we did break up, and it sucks because, you know, she was really hot. I mean, this girl was, for the sake of this joke, this was an attractive woman that I dated. And I always thought that would be awesome, to date like a really hot girl, but it really wasn't, you know? Because I looked like me, and she was hot. And, like, I was always paranoid, you know? I was always thinking, God, she looks way better than I do. She's going to cheat on me. She's going to find someone else. And, you know, you start seeing signs everywhere. And one thing that me and her did, since we were together for so long, we have this ritual that we go grocery shopping once a week. And every week she'd get a pint of French vanilla ice cream, which I thought was quirky and cute. I liked it. But then, like this one week, she got chocolate. That made me kind of nervous, you know, because like French vanilla is good and all, but from what I understand, like chocolate has a huge dick. But supposedly I had nothing to worry about, you know, she promised, oh, you'll never catch me cheating on you. In fact, she like texted that to some guy named Ron like every night, don't worry, you'll never catch me cheating on him. But that's really what it came down to, you know, was trust. Like, I obviously didn't trust her. And, you know, she didn't trust anyone I brought to bed with us. And if you can't trust your own sister, there's no way this is gonna work. It surprised me though when we did break up because she was talking about like having kids and getting married, and then I was like, cool, now I know I'm gonna dump you. Because the thing is like, I'm not like scared of commitment. It's just, I don't want to have kids of my own. Like I don't want to give birth to another child. Like think about it. The world's already overpopulated. There's so many starving children in like Ethiopia. We could just adopt one of them. We would save so much money on food. They could make us iPods and shit. Like, so win-win. You gotta think about the budget. Especially today, like the economy is so bad. Just, you know, on the way over here, like I live downtown, and this guy, I saw this homeless guy, and these two homeless guys got in this fight over this like half of a sandwich, right? And one of the homeless guys pulled out a knife and stabbed the other homeless guy over a sandwich. And the sandwich wasn't even that good. I didn't even finish it, but you know, I paid good money for that sandwich. And I'm not going to bitch too much about the bad economy though, because I know a lot of people do that and it gets old. And there's some good things that have come out of this bad economy. You know, like we don't have to worry about another Holocaust. Can you imagine a Holocaust with today's gas prices? That's one expensive Jew. It's okay, I can say that I watched Seinfeld. I think I'm about out of time, but I want to thank you guys for letting me be on the show tonight, doing some stand-up comedy. This was always a childhood dream of mine, you know, growing up. You know, I always wanted to be a stand-up comic. Well, that or an astronaut. And I think I'm really glad I went this route because now I kind of hate astronauts. I mean, they think they're so above everyone. Moved a cow to my left like that one, I guess. Now, they think they're so above everyone. And the thing is, I don't trust anything that's like too white, you know? And I've never seen a black astronaut. Which really confused me because wasn't it Michael Jackson, a black man who invented the moonwalk? But the more you think about it, the more it makes sense. Well, a black man would spend the rest of his life going, yes, NASA, no, NASA. Thanks all, my name is Bert.
And let's get one more time for Mark! You did a fantastic job. I'll be right back to the 417 show. The dramatic interpretation of second-hand accounts of an incident at a local high school bake sale. Enjoy.
So Judy, then my heel just snapped.
No!
Yes, the cheap thing just snapped right in half. Had to ride an ass all the way back to the top.
They made you ride a donkey all the way up?
No, Judy, Martin, my husband, threw me over his shoulders and carried me like a sack of potatoes.
You must have a strong back.
Ha, ha, ha. So that's what we did on our vacation. What did you do, Judy? Did you do anything exciting or just stay at home with your cats per usual?
Mr. Flufferkins, I taught him a new trick. It works like...
Look, Judy, I don't want to hear about Mr. Fluffer, whatever's new trick. Surely you did something noteworthy on your vacation?
Let me think. Let me just think.
Judy, I'm so disappointed in the quality of our squawk talk recently. I mean, I'm always telling you the juiciest details of all of our friends' personal lives, and you're not contributing anything.
I know. A spaceship landed in my backyard last night.
Oh, Judy, look, there's Mr. Taroom. How do I look?
Are you looking? How do I look?
I rethink the red, honey. Oh, Mr. Taroom, how are you, dear? Hello, Ma.
Cynthia, Judy,
Hi.
nice to meet you. How are you ladies this afternoon?
Just dandy.
Doing good. Are you working a booth here this...
No, I'm bringing you some sugar to the booth, the cotton candy booth.
Yeah, they got sugar.
Yeah.
Sugar's important.
Well, before you go, Mr. Taroom, would you like to try one of my delicious homemade chocolate chip cookies?
No, thank you. I'm actually trying to watch the old good.
Oh, that's perfect. They're sugar-free. Here, enjoy. Aren't those good?
She makes the best sugar-free cookies. Oh, ever.
Judy.
Oh, you really gotta try one of these hot cream-filled buns of mine.
Oh, yes. Judy's hot
Just
cream
try
buns
it.
are the best.
Yeah, it's just like that. Isn't that good?
So, Mr. Taroom. Mr. Taroom, are you going to the Springfield PTA ball next weekend? Oh, well, good. Me too. Okay, so I'll pick you up, let's say I'll arrive at your house about 4. Oh my gosh.
Isn't that a little early? The dance doesn't start till 8.
Well, Judy, you can never be too punctual, am I right? So, yes. Oh, I can see it now, Mr. Taroom. You and I gliding across the gymnasium floor to the stylings of the high school jazz band. Oh, I want to be
You
fabulous.
better wear your steel-toed dancing shoes.
I'm flattered. It's just that I've already promised Mrs. Petrovsky that I would go with her to the dance next week.
What? You're going with Barb Petrovsky?
Z is going to a dark place now. It'd probably be best if you were here when she got there.
Listen, I really am sorry, Cynthia. Okay, you ladies, have a nice afternoon.
Hey, put me down!
Judy, get up and that Barb Petrovsky is going with him.
It'll be okay next year. Next year.
I can't believe it. Oh gosh, here it comes again. Oh my goodness, okay, check my hair.
Sorry.
Mr. Taroom, you're back so soon.
I forgot some sugar.
Oh, of course you did.
Cynthia!
Oh, I'm sorry, Judy. I must have got lightheaded while you were messing around.
These broads are insane!
Bye, Mr. Jerome.
Judy, hurry up. Let's sell all these cookies. I've suddenly had a hankering for cotton candy.
Oh, Cindy, not again.
Oh, fine.
You know, the other day, the spaceship landed in my backyard.
Oh, go on.
Right, so the spaceship came down. I saw these blue lights coming out from underneath it.
That's insane. Did you call the authorities?
Well, no, I thought I might be hallucinating. You know, the new heart meds they got me on do things to my brain there. I liked it, all in all. It was a good experience.
Judy, come on, let's skip this. Let's go get some cotton candy. What do you say?
Okay.
All right. Me first.
Get back!
Welcome back! Thanks for coming. We are very, very excited to introduce our next guests. We have Meg Rice and Curtis Killingsworth from Radio Heyday, a new podcast series, The Montgomery Hotel. So put your hands together for them. Come on up. How's it going?
Thank you for coming.
Have a seat.
It's always lovely to see you again.
I'm back.
Ooh, use that forever. So, what's going on, guys?
Well, since we talked last week, our first podcast is up and going.
I did.
The Kids and the Pendulum. Did you like it?
I did.
Good.
Good sound quality.
It had an excellent sound quality. Mr. David Greathouse is our sound engineer, and he is fabulous. And we have now finished principal audiography on all the new shows. They're all in post-production. And Curtis is in the one that somebody else on this stage wrote called The Montgomery Hotel. And I'm done talking now, so I'm going to let you guys talk.
Awesome. Well, okay, so the Montgomery Hotel is a story that we came up with about this group of people who live and work in the Montgomery Hotel, Chicago's third finest hotel. So they've had a rough patch.
Yeah.
And so, who are you playing in the script?
I play Jerome.
What bellhop?
A bellhop, a very enthusiastic bellhop towards some aspects, and then not so enthusiastic for others.
He's very enthusiastic towards the ladies.
He is.
He's a lady monger. Don't even know if
Lady
that's a real
monger?
thing. Lady monger?
It is
He's
now,
a
that's what
monger
he is.
lady.
He's amazing.
Yes, he's a ladies' man for sure. Who else is in the cast? We don't even know.
Oh, goodness.
Who else?
Well, it's directed by Jordan Thomas. We have David Anthony is in it, Amanda Winchester, Trisha Bush. I'm going off the top of my head. Don McClain. I do not have the cast in my hand, and I only attended part of one rehearsal. I've tried to be part of the joy of Radio Heyday as the producer is you find people who know what they're doing, and we get them to do that. And they do it quite well. And then I don't have to. That's exactly what I did with Montgomery Hotel. It was our largest cast of all of it.
Big fan of the
Jordan
large
took a hold of that show, and what was really cool about it was they did exactly what radio was supposed to do. They rehearsed twice, and then taped. And they were done.
I was just about to ask, so how long did you have the script before you had to record it?
We had it for a couple of weeks before we recorded, and it was really great. We went in and just rehearsed 2 times. Only had to go to 1 rehearsal. Went in, 1 walkthrough, 1 record, and it was done. I think it came out very, very well. It's a lot of fun.
I'm excited to hear it.
I'm looking forward to it.
And we also have the second episode we just sent for consideration. So hopefully the second episode of the Montgomery Hotel you'll get to be in as well.
I hope so.
You know, it's
He is.
yeah, he will be good. Good. Jerome is he's kind of an odd character. He seems one way, but then the second, third episode you start digging a little deeper into each character. So I hope you are happy with the way he goes.
Well, I'm sure I will be.
Okay, so Radio Heyday, where can people listen to this?
Radio Heyday, all one word, radioheyday.com. That is
We'll
our
have the
website.
links below as
They
usual.
will have, click on that, or go to Radio Heyday, click on the icons for each Right now, it's in work in progress. We only have one show up. The other will be going as we go. This show is completely volunteer. Everybody has day jobs. Everybody's doing this out of the love of radio and performing. So we get it done as we can get it done. And our sound engineer tonight has a show across town. He's performing at the Brookside Bistro. There's also, there will be links to other performers through our website eventually. And you'll be able to link on other performers and stuff like that. And it's all in development.
Well, that's good. Art is always changing. It's always growing. It's always moving. You can't ever expect it to be this one thing. That's what we've learned. You can't expect it to be one thing because it's going to be completely different. But I wanted to ask, how many people total are part of Radio Heyday?
Total? I counted the other day, and I believe it's anywhere between 50 and 70.
50, 70.
And that's including performers, directors, producers, engineers, and writers. I never, in my wildest dreams, expected that many people to be involved in this little idea I had. And it's blossomed into something that people are very enthusiastic about. Very, hey, can I be part of this? We have our new scripts in. We have 3 ongoing series from the first round. We have 2 more new series starting in the second, and we have the 3 that we have, and then I got 6 scripts for new shows on top of those 3 that we already started. So it was just blown away.
If you build it, they will come.
I guess.
So, yeah.
I guess. Part of the joy of it is, though, as much as it's taking a lot of effort, a combined effort, individual effort, it doesn't take much. I mean, I'm sure for the writers, it takes a lot longer than it does for those of us who direct and perform. But like Curtis said, they had a couple of rehearsals and they take it. Boom, done. That's it.
What was your favorite part about recording?
It was just a lot of fun to see everyone, at their A game, already knowing the script and bringing it all. Everyone was all the characters have so much life, and they're so individual, and Jordan made sure we were able to express ourselves and do our characters any way we wanted to, and it was just over the top, and it was really exciting. Just seeing everyone do it was a great time.
Good. See, that's what we want to hear as writers. That makes us feel awesome.
Oh, the script is good too.
Oh,
It was nice.
thanks.
One of the actors was here last week. David Anthony watched the show last week, and he plays one of the roles in the show. And he said it was amazing. After the taping, he was actually physically tired. It felt like he'd been through a stage performance, a really long stage performance, because he put his whole body into the voice. He plays Mr. Cleet, the Texan, and he put his whole body into it, and not just your facial expressions, even though nobody's going to see it, it comes out in the voice.
Anything in particular, did you see anybody do something that was just like, whoa, like
Oh,
acting-wise?
I think she was
jumping?
hitting it with David, who plays Mr. Cleets. He had to stand back
He was
a
the
certain
one that was
distance from the microphone because he was yelling so loudly. And he was improvising and ad-libbing throughout, and it was hard not to laugh and get in the background of it. He was a lively one. It was a lot of fun.
Something else I should mention, the show, with all these people involved, we have people all ages. The idea is this would be family friendly, which does not necessarily mean Disney or Warner Brothers, whatever. Just, we wanted something that anybody could listen to anywhere, even if the adults got the humor, the kids they wouldn't have to cover kids' ears. And because of that, our cast goes from ages 16 to 80. That broad of a range of actors doing this. And some people, this is the first time they've ever done anything. Our announcer, Fritz, who's on the voice of Radio Heyday, he's been doing radio for about 50 years. He does. He's wonderful. He's our seasoned professional in this. He has been doing this in all over the Nation. Was based in Chicago for years and years and years. And it's just about his voiceover actor. And I said, Prince, I need you for this. And he said, oh. So you'll be hearing him on the beginning and ending of every one of their shows. Awesome.
Well, we'll have the links at the bottom of the page here. Meg and Curtis, thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
It's been a delight. Check out RadioHeyday.com. That's all one word for The Pit and the Pendulum. And the rest of the stories will be up soon.
Yep.
Yay, everybody, give it
Yay.
a round of applause. We'll be right back with the Deadnettles. Welcome back. Having abrupt music stop there.
Welcome back.
Well, speaking of music,
Yeah, we have our musical guest tonight. Let's welcome on the Deadnettles first.
Yay!
We're all shook out. That's
What's going on, guys?
not much. All right.
This is our first dual
Yeah.
interview
Now we're gonna try this on the
with
side.
two bands, so we're going to see how this goes. Very experimental. So, why don't you tell us your name and what band you're from and what you play?
No problem. My name is Devin Keaton. I am, as of yet, the only member of the Deadnettles. Long story about the name. If you want to find out more, you can go to the links I'll tell you about later. But I play acoustic guitar and I sing rock and roll songs, and I love people.
Alright, now over here.
I am Brandon, and those dirty guys.
I'm Dylan. I play guitar in a band called Those Dirty Eyes, and sing, and sometimes play drums.
What would you consider your genre called? Your sound?
Delta blues mixed with hardcore punk, I guess.
Somehow something like that.
Yeah.
Delta Bluesy Punk.
Feel that?
Rock and roll.
How long have you guys been playing together?
About a year. Not long.
Have you recorded CDs, stuff like that? Songs?
It's like
My disgusting house.
Yeah, little do-it-yourself demos.
That's where I do mine, so.
And his disgusting house.
And it's disgusting house.
Thought so.
That's those dirty guys.
How long have you been?
On and off since I was 18. I'm 25 now. Just now really getting things rooting going. Playing a lot in Springfield. Grew up in Lebanon, which is a tiny little speck of nothing. If you ever go there, leave as quickly as possible. Otherwise, you end up working at the state mill, and that's no fun for any of us. But I've really started getting this going in the last couple of years. I recorded an album with my buddy Mohawk Matt from Zero Youth Records.
Woo!
And so far, we're working on another EP, and we'll have an album out sometime next year with full band, hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah, that's good news. Awesome. How long have you been working on that album?
Longer than I probably should. We recorded the last one in, I think, a day and a half, and by regards, this has taken about 3.4 million times. But I'm actually trying to expand my sound a little bit, try not to be so one-dimensional as a singer-songwriter, bringing in some of my friends from other projects around town, and just hopefully putting out the best product that I can.
Awesome.
I really just want people to hear it, and so as I tell.
Well, do you guys know each other? Have you ever played together anywhere?
I am absolutely with these guys. I love them from the first time that I've seen them, and because I live in Bolivar right now, it's kind of hard to get up to Springfield every chance that I can. I try, but it's just not, doesn't always happen, and I'm always disgusted. I actually found out that I missed their performance, and I was a little sick to something because I love those guys, and they are fantastic.
When can we see y'all's performances?
Oh, jeez. We got a couple of shows coming up in October at the Obeck. It's been around for a couple of months. It's on North Moonstone.
Then Devin was talking about this benefit on this church.
Yeah, well, actually, October 4th, it's the benefit for the Rare Breed program. There's going to be free food, just trying to do something nice for the homeless youth of Springfield. I'll also be playing October 9th, the Outland Ballroom with the Tossers. And November 1st, there will be a Zero Youth Records showcase at Lindbergh's Ball. featuring some great local bands. So be sure you make it out to any of them.
And we'll have all the links for these shows and where you can find their music below in the comments section. Now, our final question.
Yeah.
If you had to give one piece of advice to someone just starting out in the music industry, let's say, they wanted to make a CD and become famous, what one piece of advice would you give that person?
Do drugs.
Do drugs.
Don't listen to the radio. Come up with your own ideas.
Both very good.
Try harder, you can always do better. That's not a negative thing. You should always be trying to do better.
Always be
Always
prepared to hate yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of disappointments.
And always expect to be broke.
Very depressing.
Always expect.
That's just being an artist, right?
You're poor and hate yourself.
Yeah.
No, I don't hate myself. I love myself because I get to do what I
Hatred
do.
is pure, man.
Oh.
Well, thank you guys for coming on the
Thanks for
show.
having
We
us.
will be right back with a performance from
The
Those
Dead.
Dirty Eyes
Yeah.
and then the Deadnettles.
Indeed.
Thank you once again. Everybody give it up. Welcome back to 417. Thank you guys for coming. Now we have for your listening pleasure, Those Dirty Eyes. Thank you, and we'll be right back. Stick around. Welcome back to the 417. Please listen tight for the Deadnettles.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Devin Keaton. This is my Martin D15, and together we are the Deadnettles. I want to thank you so much for coming out tonight, and I'm going to play a little rock and roll song. I've got this single available on iTunes right now. It's called The Trigger, and I hope you like it. Good things come to those who wait. I walked into your bar last Saturday night. Wasn't looking for trouble, but I found a fight. You were spouting off how you wanted to taste. I said I'd let you
artist in the spotlight, Sarah Crocker, our comic in the spotlight, Mayor, cast of the radio, Heyday production, the Montgomery Hotel, of course, the Deadnettles, and those dirty eyes, and Bryce
And
for our
Bryce,
costumes.
of course. Don't forget to check out our links below and all that jazz.
This is the 417. It's our last show for who knows how long.
Season 1.
Yeah. Thank you guys for coming. We did it!